Look at me! My mutant power is I'm invisible! Hi, and welcome to another Lazy Dude 99 prediction video for the superhero movies of 2014. Today we are looking at X-Men Days of Future Past. That's a weird title. Hello and welcome to another one of Lazy Dude 99 2014 superhero movie predictions of the superhero movies that are coming in 2014. Okay, so now we're going on to X-Men Days of Future Past. Now, this of course is based on a comic book back in the day that was written about, it's a whole time travel adventure, future past and all that. I don't need to go into it, mostly because I don't know the story myself. Because I didn't want to spoil, if anything, from the past stories into this one, so I don't want to know too much. Now, here's the thing. I was not a fan of X-Men First Class. I was actually quite disappointed in that movie. I know a lot of people really like that movie, and that's one of the movies that everyone says that I was far too hard on. Oh well, I still feel the same way as I always did. I'm not that big of a fan of X-Men First Class. So this movie is going to be part X-Men First Class and a part regular X-Men universe that we've been going up to from X1 to X2 to the Wolverine. And both of them are going to collide in this movie that is going to be the future, the past, and they're coming together. It's going to be interesting. Now, what do we get from the trailer? We got that there's going to be a future that is horrible, and there's going to be war and destroying. We got Sentinels, which I'm so glad they didn't show in the trailer, because I really want to be surprised in how cool they look in the movie. If they're cool, if they're not, then I'll just be like, pfft. But anyway, we're going to get Sentinels for real this time. No X3 Sentinel head chopped off for no reason. But here's the thing. See, I probably wouldn't have been as excited for this movie as I am if it wasn't for the Wolverine. Because if it wasn't for the Wolverine, which I actually quite enjoyed, and I was surprised at how much I enjoyed, because let's put it this way, the Wolverine was probably the most agreed on good movie of 2013. I mean, we have some people that really, really liked Iron Man 3, and then you have me who really didn't. And you have some people like me who really liked Superman, Man of Steel, and then a lot of people that really didn't. So it was both like 50-50 like on this side. But you have the Wolverine, and then you had Kick-Arse, which wasn't really that good. And then you had the Wolverine, which everyone was like, you know, it's kind of good. That's probably good. You know, Thor 2: The Dark World, I think was, people were like, oh, it's good too. But I think the Wolverine was the one where everyone was like, huh, I'm surprised. That was actually pretty good. So, here's the thing. That movie got me a little bit more into the X-Men universe, and looking forward to what they're going to do with this one. Because if this one, if we didn't have the Wolverine, then we would have just had, let's say, we would have just had X-Men Origins Wolverine, the last one on the regular X-Men continuity, and just X-Men First Class, which I wasn't a big fan of. So we would be having two franchises, which I wasn't really too excited about either of them. But I am now, because I like what they did with the Wolverine, so I'm excited. I don't know. What can we get from the trailer? That Wolverine is going to be traveling back to the part of him in X-Men First Class, and they're going to be having to interact with the past, and the future is going to come together. We see Bishop. Bolivar Trask is going to be played by Peter Dinklage, and I think that's actually an interesting take to have Bolivar Trask be played by a little person, because, you know, in the comics, Bolivar Trask is someone who's so afraid of mutants, and they make him feel so inferior. If you add to that he's small and, you know, he's a little person, that could, as someone who might feel inferior to regular sized people, then you add mutants into the mix, it makes more sense why his character might go on. I hope they don't poke too much fun at that. Like, I hope they don't put too much emphasis on the fact he's a little person, but I hope they, like, at least show it a little bit. Anyway, so there's going to be some clashes between the originals and the new ones in First Class. I hope this might tie up some of the plot holes in First Class. Maybe I'll like that film a little bit more after, but there's still stuff that I still don't like. I hope the makeup and stuff is improved, because, you know, I didn't like the way they did Beast in the other one, and it was so good in X-Men 3, the way they did Beast, so hoping that's fixed. I'm hoping that the the movie is a good movie, and it's a good way to stop the X-Men franchise for a little bit, because I know Hugh Jackman said he's going to be taking a break from playing Wolverine for a while, which, you know, give the guy a break. He's earned it. So what am I looking forward to in this movie? I'm actually looking forward to the past coming into conflict with the future, and I'm looking forward to the Sentinels. I really want to see what they do there. I'm looking forward to seeing if they... I want to know if they fix Cyclops, because they screw him over so many times. I want to know if there's like a younger Cyclops in X-Men's Days of Future Past area that's just a cool character and a great leader and everything. I want to know if that exists, okay? What is my biggest fear? My biggest fear for this movie is that it's just too many characters and too many plot threads and unbelievable motivations that just all collapse on each other. That would be the thing that is my biggest fear, that just too much stuff going on, it doesn't flow as a story, and ends up with a bad final conflict that just ends off the movie and you're just like, well, what the heck was that? I'm looking forward to all the actors back, except for, Halle Berry, because she didn't really do anything much as Storm. But I'm looking forward to seeing Ellen Page back as Kitty Pryde, and I'm looking forward to see Hugh Jackman back. Is Kelsey Grammer in this movie as Beast? Is he? I don't know if he is or not. But that would be awesome, because everyone hates X-Men 3, but every single person will say that Kelsey Grammer was the perfect Beast, and that was the one thing that they got 100% right. So, in all, I think that this movie could be a really good movie. I'm hoping that it is. There still is a chance where it could fall flat on its face, but I'm hoping that this is another movie that is just a solid entry into the X-Men franchise. It will just help us forget about X3 and X-Men Origins Wolverine. It'll just help us forget about those two and just realize, oh, remember those good X-Men movies, X-Men, X2, the Wolverine, and Days of Future Past. All those good 4 movies. The only ones that ever were. No others. Except for that one movie, X-Men 3, where all there was Beast, because that's all I can remember about it. Yep. But in any case, that's what I'm feeling about Days of Future Past. So my excitement rating is, it's not as high as it would be for, like, Captain America or The Amazing Spider-Man. So I would say that my excitement rating is excited. I'm excited to see it. I want to know what they do with it. But it's not a movie that if I missed it, if, like, something happened and I wasn't able to see it, wouldn't be a movie I'm like, no, I was wanting to see that so much. If I missed it, that sucks, but it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I want to see it. I am excited to see it, and I'm looking forward to what they're going to do with it. So, that's what I feel about X-Men Days of Future Past.
Be sure to check out more of my other videos on my channel, and wait for more coming soon.